What's up guys, Pidget here. Yesterday GGG revealed what is in 0.3 the Third Edict, and one thing caught my attention, and that's the new keystone holopalm technique. Today we will take a look on my build idea that could be pretty good on league start and endgame as well. Keep in mind, we still missing the new nodes from the passive tree. For this reason I have saved up 40 plus passive points on the tree that can be used later on when we getting the updated tree. Holopalm technique, this keystone allows you to use quarterstaff attacks while unarmed and grants those attacks additional benefits while used unarmed. This taking place here and can be reached by spending 12 points on the passive tree. So in theory, you can use this one early at Act 2. This keystone is also provides various benefits for losing your weapon slots and your shield. The first, physical damage based on the skill level that you currently using. Currently we don't know is this flat or percentage physical damage. I hope it's flat, otherwise I feel like many skill would be very bad with this keystone. You will getting 1% more attack speed per 25 item evasion on equip armor items. This taking account the evasion on your armors, so not your total evasion from your character sheet, which is getting boosted by the percentage evasion from the tree. For example, all of your armor items combining giving you 2k evasion rating. This number will getting used in the calculation, not the character sheet evasion rating. The other benefit from this keystone is plus 0.1% to critical hit chance per 10 item energy shield on equip armor items. This is base critical chance, which is very good and can be scaled much easier with the passive tree and the items. Holopalm technique keystone is taking place here. I have a screenshot from the reveal stream, and you can see here this is the new passive tree. If I zooming in, you can clearly see this is holopalm technique, because holopalm technique looks like this, and this is exactly looks like this. So holopalm technique is taking place here, which is, by the way, once again, this is 12 points away from your starting zone. Let's talk about the calculations first. Took as example very basic and accessible items, and that items you can clearly see this one is existing in game as well, and this is not even that insane. So I would say I'm using mediocre items right now to calculate. There is no passive point allocated currently, so we have 1.8k evasion and 700 energy shield, which is transitioning 1.8k evasion transitioning to 75% more attacks speed, which is pretty damn good. And the crit calculation from the energy shield you can see here, it's 7.1% base critical chance. And by the way, don't forget, this patch they changed, unarmed attacks now have base critical hit chance 5%, so we operating with like 12% base critical chance before we even getting anything or items. Right now I'm using as an example killing palm. I just using this as an example. Okay guys, so this is not an end product or anything, this is just an example. So you can see here the attack speed and the crit chance changes. So because you can see here once again, so in the custom modifiers I include here custom modifiers with more attack speed and base critical chance. Why you just adding 5% base crit chance? Why you have from the calculation 7? Because killing palm has 7% base critical hit chance, so I just remove 2%, so this is giving back the real crit chance number and attack speed as well. You can see here, by the way, the attack speed will be so insane on this build guys, it's absolutely unbelievable. And yes, so this is the base attack speed and base crit. Although I could use like Tempest Fury as an example, right? But sadly the quarterstaffs has 1.30 or 1.4 base attack speed, which is, by the way, not correct. Unarmed base attack speed 1.2, not 1.4, so it's very hard to, I would say, you know, even simulate. So this is just giving you back how much attack speed you will have and how much crit chance you will have, which is very nice already, by the way. Let's just add the skill tree. So I prefer the little very basic skill tree, and once again guys, this is just the planned, and there is like, I would say like 40, yeah, like 43 passive points to allocate the holopalm here and the new you know, like nodes, if there is good nodes. Although I want to talk about a little bit about the unarmed notables. So I know Way of the Wind and Fury is there, right? But so I don't know if the calculations is correct here or not, but this would be not really give us extra benefits. You can see here it's literally lowering down your damage while you increasing your attack speed. So it's I feel like maybe this cluster will be not that good, especially because we need to you know, invest to deflect now. And what is deflect? So this will be or one of the defensive layers. And now, so deflection rating provides a chance to deflect damage from hits, preventing 40% of the damage from those hits and ailments they inflict. So that means if you have 100% deflection chance, you will take 40% less damage. Simple as that. This is why I want to use, by the way, a hybrid evasion and energy shield ones, because this can show up on items, evasion based items, just as spell suppression in POE 1. So this is why we need very badly to use hybrid basis, the holopalm technique here. So you want to scale evasion and energy shield as well. And also, by the way, you know, I feel like this is still a very nice defensive layer in the game when you're combining evasion and energy shield from your gear. If you combining Invoker, Monk, you know, and protect me from harm, you will getting even physical damage reduction. The better gear will be, the higher physical damage reduction will be. So guys, I can safely say maybe this will be pretty close to be, I would say, immortal with good gear, because last time when I played Invoker Monk, I had like 70% physical damage reduction with like 3k energy shield and like 2k plus life. So imagine that you running around 70% physical damage reduction, pure physical damage reduction, so that is not from armor, that is pure percentage reduction, and the deflection on top of that. So it would be very hard to be die on this one if this works the way that I think it works. Now we arriving to the ascendancy, guys. So the reason why I choose Monk and Invoker, not because Holopalm is exclusive, because it's not, right? So you can literally like play Holopalm Huntress, Holopalm, I don't know, even Witch or something like that if you really want. But the reason why we taking Monk and Invoker ascendancy, because we were getting extra spirit from the gear. You can see here we will have a bunch of extra spirit to spend on very useful stuff, and also physical damage reduction once again from our evasion rating. And also this build will be an elemental based build, so we can take Sunder my enemies, critical hits ignore, non-negative enemy monster elemental resistance, which is right now, as you can see here, not really a big deal, but don't forget we were using a skill that is converting our physical damage to lightning damage. So let's enable this one for a second, just like that. This is just simulating, and you can see here this node will provide 40% more damage alone, which is pretty damn nice in my honest opinion. So yes, and honestly, for the last ascendancy node, I don't know exactly what I would want to take. So technically you can take the meditate. So the meditate will provide you double amount of energy shield almost, right? So maybe it's a little bit less, but the thing is that I'm trying to say that is a defensive option, or even you can go even further to and scatter them to the winds. So this will grant the elemental expression. So what is elemental expression do? And this is, by the way, also getting buffed this league. So this is why I feel like maybe could be very nice. It will choose one of the elements here. So we'll say fire, cold, and lightning. It will proc pretty often the arcing bolt, which is getting buffed, by the way, by significantly. You can see here from 298 to 470. This is literally 60% increased damage on this one. Very nice. And also you can see here the base critical hit chance 9%, and this we are getting boosted even further. Honestly, maybe I will just go to the, you know, like defensive route, or just taking more damage, like here 10% more or 10% more here. So there is a lot of things that we can do, and honestly this is why I feel like this can be pretty damn decent. And you know, Monk is already pretty damn good, so maybe, you know, Holopalm will be very very bad, but if it's bad, you just literally need to unspec this 3 point and then just get stuff, and you just playing normally Monk. And that's it. So that is the safe plan as well. That was it, guys. So this is just my theory about this one. Obviously, when we getting the new passive tree and all of the new nodes, I will make another video about this and starting making, you know, league starter plan around this, you know, leveling, what items to look, and so on. You know, there is a lot of things to do, I feel like, in this patch. This is my theory craft about the Holopalm technique Invoker Monk. If you have any question about this one or any suggestion, please leave a comment below, or you can find me on twitch.tv/Pridget2. Thanks for watching. I was Pridget. See you next time.